Hello, beautiful people. Real talk. All right. I want to give an old man's opinion, kind of a perspective. And that's weird, kind of, from once being on the cover of international magazines and the centerfolds and stuff like that, and now being the old guy. But with age comes wisdom. And I'm a firm believer of a smart man knows what to say. A wise man knows when to say it. And I think the time is now to really bring this to the surface, that because you see America coming together, you see a few stragglers out there, but as a whole, as far as race is concerned, America's coming together, and you see people reaching out and be like, hey, let's be friends and enough of this bullshit. And which is pretty awesome, because when it comes down to it, we are one race. We're a human race. And we all have the same goal, is to be happy, live the best life that we can live, and provide for our family and enjoy life. And when you do that, it's a beautiful thing. And so, as an older guy, I gotta say this because, it may ruffle some feathers, but labeling things, I've said it before, labeling things just kind of divides people, because people want to be included, but they want to be separate. And like hypocrisy and division, and it's like, you can't have it both ways, or can you have it both ways? So it's kind of, what I'm trying to say is, let's get rid of labels if we can. While people want to banish things, they want to trade silly things like getting rid of Aunt Jemima, getting rid of the logo for the Chiefs, and silly shit that doesn't really matter, because that's another thing to be divisive. And then the butter thing a while back, they had to change that, whatever. But we all need to be unified, because we're all in this world together. Either you're good or you're bad. And that's kind of what it boils down to. The good people, the bad people. And we got to push race to the side. And along with that, we need to stop describing or referring to people as a skin color, because we're better than that. I don't know if it comes down to education, class level, or what, because I hang around all kinds of people. I love everybody. If you're a good person, you're good with me. And I'll sit down and have a burger with you. Have some barbecue, pizza, whatever. Have a drink. If you're a bad person, I don't want to waste my day on you. And along those lines, we've lost something in translation. And I want to drive the point up to everybody that we need to do better than the family members before us. Not everybody had good role models to grow up with, and we're influenced by TV, we're influenced by music, and we don't always realize that, but what we see impacts us, what we see influences us. And everybody wants to get rid of racism. And I think a good start to that would be stop labeling everything black, white, Hispanic. You don't see Asians complaining about people. I mean, stop with the labels. So I'm gonna give an example. I've seen quite often lately people online saying, because of all the election and shit, and everybody's like, you know what? They understand the government's fed them a line of shit. And everybody's like, you know what? We're all in this together. So, hey, space person, blank person, you fill in the blank with whatever label, color you want. Can we be friends? If you really want to be friends with people, just say, hey, let's be friends. You don't have to put a label on that person, because odds are they don't put a label on you. Like I was saying before, it's kind of like a class or education thing, because you see it in a lot of different things. And I'm not saying it's right, not saying it's wrong, but we got to learn from it, because you go different areas of town. And like I said, it could be the upbringing. It could be the lack of upbringing, the lack of parental guidance. We just need to do better than what we were taught. We need to make our kids better than what we were. We always want better for our kids. Why not teach them better? So I guess my point to the story, you see online, everybody saying, hey, blank, we have similar common goals and life. Let's be friends. So I don't know. I just kind of like, well, people do they not realize that they're saying this? Because you go to different places, and like if people I hang around, we don't see race. We see friends. We see friendship. We see brotherhood, sisterhood, family. And that's what we need to go towards. We don't need, well, this is my white friend. This is my black friend. This is my Hispanic friend. This is my friend. I think that can go a long way. If I'm wrong, tell me. Because if you have a better suggestion or a better way of thinking, tell me. Put it down below. If something irks you, like, put that down below. We can talk about that, because as an older person, I know I'm not the smartest guy in the room, and I've said it before. I've never claimed to be the smartest guy in the room. I surround myself with smart people, and I listen. And maybe there's not enough listening. Everybody wants to be heard, but they don't listen. I'm wondering right now, how many people have made it this far in the video? That's a good question. Has anybody made it this far? Is anybody going to listen to the whole video? I think as society as a whole, we can all do better. And it starts with the person you're looking at the mirror at. Look into that mirror and ask yourself, do I say this is my white friend? Do I say that's my black friend? Do I say that's my Hispanic friend, my Mexican friend, my Asian friend, my Greek friend, my Jewish friend, the list goes on. Should we have those labels? Everybody wants their own identity. I get what country you're from, but when we're all in the same country, we're Americans. You have people standing up saying, I'm not this American, I'm American. I was born here, I'm an American. And it's like, people want their own labels. Oh, well, I'm not getting fair. I'm not on the golf course for 12 hours a day. I'm only doing 2 hours a day. And this person's really good. They're winning all the golf tournaments. They look like me, but instead of this type of golf tournament, I'm gonna have a mullet golf tournament, because, well, I'm not good enough to compete in that golf tournament, because I don't want to bust my ass and work my ass off to do what they're doing. So I'm gonna make my own. Really? That doesn't make a lot of sense. We need to stop making our own little groups just so we can get along with everybody. I really don't know what else to say, but I would love to hear feedback from people, because I think we all need to do better and open it up as a round table. What can we do to make it better? Be heard. And I say it in every video. Be fantastic, America.